Hello Libra, welcome in or welcome back to Go With The Flow Tarot. Your overall general energy for this reading is the King of Cups, which I find kind of interesting because that's Scorpio's card and their reading is next. But anyway, the song I have assigned to the King of Cups, excuse me for 1 second. The song I assigned to the King of Cups is I'm Still Standing by Elton John, because the King of Cups has fully mastered his emotions. Every kind of emotional up and down he's encountered, he's managed to find a way to stay balanced through it all. So that's a really great overall general energy for sure. I do see a couple of little sticky spots here. I'll have to clarify. But for now, what's come out is the Four of Swords in reverse in your recent past energies. So maybe you were doing some healing and you mastered the healing and that's why it's in reverse. I'm not really sure until I clarify. Your present energies, you have the Eight of Wands, which I really love and makes me less concerned about that Four of Swords in reverse. The Eight of Wands is either the card of quick success, quick incoming communication, or it's you, and this is what I think because of the King of Cups being the overall general energy. This is you aiming and directing all of your energy. Your energy is all in alignment and pointed in one direction at one important thing that really matters a lot to your heart. You do have the Knight of Cups in reverse alongside Strength for your upcoming energies. So I'll have to tap a little bit further into that, but just from what I'm seeing here, I feel like possibly a little bit more healing with regard to taming your inner critic, your inner beast might be in order here, but let's see what the tarot says. I should really stop making assumptions altogether because you know what they say about assume, right? Okay, let's start off with that Four of Swords in reverse. We have Temperance in reverse. So you weren't healing, you weren't very balanced, and you weren't transforming. Like Temperance is alchemizing. And alchemizing is transforming one thing into another. So alchemizing with that Four of Swords and the King of Cups being your overall energy, you're not taking the lessons that happened in the recent past and using them to learn to grow moving forward. What is the advice then on the Temperance and Four of Swords in reverse for Libra's recent past energies? The advice is to keep working on whatever this Eight of Wands is for you. We've got 3 eights out here now. And eights in the tarot, and we have them now, one for your past, one for your present, and one for your future. And eights in the tarot are representative of the infinite nature of consciousness. It is something that has to be worked at and worked with every single day. If you want to be able to stick your hand into a lion's mouth and have him put his tail between his legs, you've got to work with that lion every day, day in and day out, the lion being your inner beast. So there is something that you're working on, something that you're very good at, you're very skilled at, you enjoy working at. So if you're struggling with healing, find something that is a mode of healing that you've turned to in the past, a mode of healing that you've used before, and see if you can't branch off of that and try to grow off of a step you've already taken, something that's familiar. Any more advice on that Eight of Pentacles, Temperance reverse, Four of Swords reversed? Thank you. That flipped right inside of the deck. We've got Scorpio showing up again. So death. It is death to the old ways of not taking that time to heal. Resting, relaxing, and recovering is the main message behind the Four of Swords. Temperance is all about patience, about balance, and as I said, alchemizing. So you're going to have to work somehow at transforming your ways and having some kind of death to some kind of old way that is blocking you from healing. What is Libra being blocked from healing? What do I need to know about this death? What do they need to heal? What is Libra? Thank you. Well, you're showing up in your own energy, in your own reading, so that puts you in a position of power. But you feel as if there was some kind of injustice done to you in the recent past. One way to look at something that you may deem as an injustice is it's not happening to me, it's happening for me. The Justice card is a fair outcome for all parties involved, regardless of what's going on. So if you feel something has been unjust or unfair in the past, you've got to find a way to heal and transform that, be it through forgiveness, be it through just walking away, whatever it is you need to do, Libra. But I feel much better with Justice showing up because that is your card. And we've got the Eight of Wands here. So let's move on into that and see if that's some incoming communication for you, or if that's you finally finding that healing and justice within yourself. You know, it's all about a perspective, Libra. So that Eight of Wands, what do we need to know about that, Spirit? Thank you. This flipped over to the future, but I was asking about the present. The Three of Pentacles is teamwork makes the dream work. It's also putting your work on display. It could also be teaching somebody something, but I think it's you really directing your energy at something you are very good at working on, you really like working on, and it might just be time to tame your inner critic and really put that work onto display, because this did fall onto that future pile. So between that Eight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Knight of Cups reverse, and Strength card, what is Libra's advice, Spirit? Thank you, the Magician. You've got all the tools you need. You have all the tools in your tool belt to make whatever this important thing is to you successful. You have everything you need to manifest it. You have everything you need to physically put it on display. I think you just need to work a little bit on your beliefs, essentially believing in yourself. What kind of advice can we give Libra to help them believe in themselves to put their work on display? Thank you. This fell right on top, directly on top of the Three of Pentacles. It's the Sun. So shine bright and strong and proud. You're gonna have essentially effortless success. The baby on that card is carrying that big heavy banner as if it's nothing to him. So the spotlight is going to be on you very soon. If it isn't already, Libra, it's coming for you. You're going to do great. With the Sun card there, you showing up in your own reading, the King of Cups being the overall general energy. Let's go, Libra. This is an exciting time for you. Which oracle card do I want to use to close out? Maybe a Sacred Creators. Let's see if Chris-Anne can help you heal those last little bitty bits from the past and be stoked on what the future has in store for you. Thank you. Sacred Mirrors. And of course, Sacred Mirrors is a repeating number. It's number 33. So let's check out what Chris-Anne has to say. Number 33, Sacred Mirrors. Essential meanings: seeing the divinity in others, excuse me, knowing more about yourself by sharing your gifts and talents. That's the Sun and the Three of Pentacles, putting your work on display. Finding kindred souls on a similar path, collaborative opportunities, being seen, witnessing sacred evolution, Connectedness, oneness, your place among the stars. Self-care message, egoism, being overly bothered by traits in others, allowing someone to push your buttons, allowing another's journey to affect your self-worth, not recognizing the lessons that other people can give you. Sacred mirrors are all around. We are connected to other souls on this planet, and every single interaction, no matter how great or how tiny, can carry a message or a meaning. Just as you can only really understand the concept of light when you've understood the concept of dark, so too can you only understand who you are when you really begin to see others. When we see sameness in others, we see difference, and they offer us glimpses of our own true selves through their reflection. Look for a lesson in the coming days, a sacred mirror that will refract and reverberate throughout your being and shed light on your truest form. Sometimes mirrors serve to teach us how unique we are because of the contrasting and opposite nature they unveil. When another person thinks differently, use it to help you understand your own mind. Sometimes mirrors serve to ignite something within us that we had long forgotten. I wish I could do that. I would love to be that brave. I desire that charisma. Is that possible for me? What have your mirrors been showing you lately? And have you been acting on the information they're sending your way? Find solutions in these sacred reflections. How are the people you've been spending time with mirrors for you? Do they make your life better? Explore opportunities to try new things and to take risks by communicating in a new way. Allow your community to be a mirror and show you what works best. Well, if that's not your oracle card to put a pretty little bow on this, I don't know what is, Libra. I hope that was helpful. I thank you ever so much for being here, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.